I know there's 252 litres of grey paint so far, 420 of red. There's 5,000 odd horsepower, 270 tonnes, I think, of tractors. Yeah, and the rest, yeah, I'd have to have a look. Everyone drives in and out of the shed. This one is made by Landini. Sort of a row crop type tractor. Very unusual, doesn't look like a Massey Ferguson at all. I'd imagine that would be original seat, yes. Yeah, bought in at that condition, bought that one restored.
And are you critical of other people's restorations, having done it?
No, a lot of times they do a better job than I do. That one's been a beautiful resto, that one. Yes, yeah, I deal with other collectors, yeah. Talk to them, see what they do. Share secrets, yeah, and if they haven't got a model, if I can find them one, they'll find the source and they'll do the same back for me, yeah. Yeah, that's a 35X. I think we bought that with low hours on, about 1964 or 5. And it's been here ever since. Yeah, she's had a few hours with us sitting on her. Never been touched. Still very original. Well, it is unusual, that 155, yeah. That's a 155. That's made in France. I don't really know how many of them come to Australia. I believe very few. We found this one down on the northern side of Brisbane. I don't know a real lot more history than that on it. They'd started restoring it and we finished it. Yeah, the 148. We've had that since the early 70s. I think that's done 17,000 hours. Spent a lot of its life with the front wheels off the ground. Spent a lot of hours on that tractor, yeah. Probably drove that tractor more hours than any other tractor we've owned. It's done 17,000 since we've owned it. I think it only had, 800 hours or something when we bought it, so we've done the rest of them. Been a very, very good tractor. Very comfortable tractor to drive. Most of these are retired now. Just don't give up. There's parts out there. You just, might have to get them from overseas, but yeah, you can normally source parts. It's unbelievable the parts that Massey still have. We got a 50-year-old tractor down there that we still use on the farm, and I bought brake parts for it a fortnight ago from Massey Ferguson off the shelf. Yeah, they found the parts for me. Just rang the dealer and they said, yeah, parts are in Melbourne. You get the dealers, things that we deal with in Kingaroy. Yeah, they go out of their way to source parts for me. They've even sourced them from overseas. If they can't find them in Australia, they'll get onto Massey and they'll find them in America or England and get them here for me. This will be one of the last model articulates they made. 4880, 903 turbocharged Cummins, 320 horsepower. Bought it from Victoria. In working condition, we still use this tractor today on the farm to work. The son's favourite, yes, he just loves it. The ride, the power, the vision, everything's just right. Massive cab in it. This one has no hydraulics, it's only a drawbar model. It hasn't been through the workshop, but we plan to do the interior seat, floor mats, the whole lot with it, yes. We can crank her up for you if you want to hear her running. That tractor was owned by Sir Joe Peterson. This one was found with a tree growing through it.